Next question, Relage 86. What would I use brushes for when building a world? Could you give me some examples when you have time in answering? Yes, so there's lots of ways to use brushes. It's a very, very powerful system. So you can pretty much use it, for any part, from prototyping to actually building the world. So if you start building some environment, like I kind of want to get up for this one again, but I just sat down. With the brushes, let me actually, I'm gonna stand up, and there we go. I'm gonna move over there. Now we still have this stuff over here. So I'm gonna clear this one out. So say, actually, I'm not even gonna use this one. I think I'll use smooth POV. So say like you're building a world, one of the things that even our own team oftentimes does is like when they block out the environment, they'll be like, or maybe like we want to add a thing over here. So like, you just quickly draw it and you're like, okay, like maybe a desk over here, and just draw it like this and get, very quick idea. And maybe this is going to have like, a thing over here, and it's sort of
FOV on the camera.
Oh, is it too wide?
It's a little too narrow.
Oh, I think it might be a bug. It looks pretty.
Okay.
So yeah, you essentially, you kind of sketch out like what you want to do, and because like you can draw in 3D space, you get like a good idea, you get a good idea, spatially. Like you're like, okay, like this is how the space, feels like. I have like stuff here, maybe like put some stuff here. So the brushes, they're a really good tool, for initial kind of blocking out and prototyping. And of course, like, once you're kind of done, all this goes away, you make models, but you can use it to quickly sketch a place. You can do the same thing if you scale. So if I go to scaling mode, I go to no clip, I can scale myself up. So the whole thing is, and you can do this kind of stuff, on bigger levels. So it'll be, for example, I'm going to add a door here. There's going to be stuff here. Maybe I want to add platform here. And it's going to be like this. And this goes here, and it's gonna be like maybe I want to add like a tower here, there's gonna be like a thing, and it's gonna go down here. And the CSR is already going through there, which is also another cool thing is, we can do this kind of stuff collaboratively. And maybe, I want to add like, some kind of arch over here, that like has things, or maybe I want like, I want another island over here, so there's gonna be island, there's gonna be tree, and you kind of sketch it out when you scaled up, and you scale down, and then you kind of like get a feeling for like this is what it's gonna feel like, this is how big it's gonna be, and I've literally just kind of sketched this, and just gonna be a thing over there. You get much better idea of like what you want to build before you build it, and it literally took me less than a minute to sketch all of this. So that's one of the like big kind of benefits for the brush system. But there's even more. So let me go back inside. Say you actually want to build more environments. Say like you have like stuff like this with plants. So what I'll do, and let me enable private UI. So I'm in the Resonite Essentials, tools, brushes. There's a bunch of them. There's some cool ones if I go plant brushes. Because the brushes, they're like, fully scriptable and fully configurable, you can pretty much make them do whatever you want. And we've made a bunch of them for you, for a lot of kind of common tasks. So say like I actually want to add, some grass over here. I can literally just go and be like, a little bit grass over here, maybe I want some over here. And we just draw it, add a little here. So you can use them as actually, part of the environment. You can like build something. I think actually these things, like Ages, he made like a tool that literally like draws these. So like a lot of the plants, a lot of the stuff you see in Resonite and that you see in the Cloud Home, that was built with these same tools. So, there's another one. So this, for example, a billboard brush, but we also have rock brushes. So say like, you want to add some rocks around. I can literally just be like, and there's a little rock here. And maybe, you know, I want like one that's kind of covering these plants. So I'm just gonna draw one here. I'm gonna cover this plant, which, there we go. And I'll add like, you know, smaller one here, another one here. You can like, if you want, you can build entire walls out of this one. I can do the same thing, you know, if I go back outside, and I will scale myself up. And actually, Sire, can I have can you grab the tool for making things collidable, like player collidable? What I'll do, I'll draw, you know, some rocks, and say like I want, you know, something to kind of bridge this thing. So I'll go here, and I'll just, you know, draw like a little rock here, and can you make it collidable? There we go. And you see Cyro immediately is able to hop on that one. And I'll draw another one for him here. And makes it collidable and falls. Well, I'll give you another one. You also probably want to make these so they're not grabbable anymore.
Oh yeah, somebody else will get that one.
Okay, I need to do that one. And then I'll give you another one here. Another one here. This one's actually kind of bad. It's gonna... I'll do this. Okay. And you see he's like little like small, and I can like watch him, you know, go through the terrain it's just made. And you see now it's easy to get here. And I literally just drew this, you know, with the brush. And I can do the same thing. I can scale down and go into third person. You know, and we actually also collaborated because, like, you know, Cyro used this... Oh, this is actually smaller than I thought it would be. You know, we have collaborated because Cyro, you know, I was able to draw these, and Cyro then made them so, like, we cannot grab them by accident, and I can just kind of hop and hop. So there's, like, lots of possibilities like this. There's one more brush I want to show you that's kind of fun. There's, let's see, geometry, brush snapping tools. Quad brushes, I forget where we put this one. I think it's this one. Yes, this one, geometry line brush. So you see, this one, it sort of draws like this kind of tube. And Sarah, I'll ask you to do the same thing again in a sec. I'm just gonna scale myself up. And I'll add like, I'll draw like a tube, actually even bigger. I'll draw like a tube here that goes like this. Oh, and my tracking is freaking out. Hold on, let me do that again. Oh, yeah, I was facing the wrong way, so let me do that again. I'm gonna... I messed that one up. There we go. And it goes here. And then it goes here. And then maybe opens up here. There we go. Cyro, can you make it collidable and also non-grabbable?
Okay.
Oop.
Right, that should be it. Okay.
So now we got, like, you know, this tube.
What?
Oh, did you make it... No, it's still grabbable.
Oh, is it still grabbable? Oh, I might have not hit it. Hang on.
I think I hit the wrong one. I'm also gonna modify the material for
There
it.
we go.
It's a little bit faint. Actually, do you have the material tool at hand?
The mesh might need to be dual-sided. Hang on.
Okay. Can you fix it up? Give us a...
And change the sidedness of the mesh collider.
So you're gonna change dual-sided? Yeah, that's good. It's character collider.
Okay.
And oh yeah, let's open the material too. So with the material, I just want it to be less transparent.
Okay.
Oh, that's very strong. Just go to 0.5. There we go. That's visible enough, I think.
Okay.
Okay, and now we should be able to just, you know, go through this tube that we have made. You can see the core over there. I think I made it too non-transparent. And we go over here, you know. And Sarah's overshaking me. Oh, and I drew it through part. And then we exit here, and we just, you know, plop out here, and that's it. So there's another cool thing you can do. And actually, I lied. There's one more brush I want to show you. It's also my... Well, I keep saying everything's my favorite. I think it's in billboard brushes. There's cloud brushes or smoke brushes. So I can light smoke. I'm gonna light smoke. So this brush, you see it kind of carries like the smoke and it's like, you know, volumetric. So I do the same thing. I scale up and say I want to like, you know, add little clouds. You know, I'm gonna add cloud here. I'm gonna cover this area, you know, kind of in clouds. Maybe some around here, you know, and just draw around. And maybe some of them are leaking inside, you know, maybe there's a fire or something. Actually, no, fire is not good. And then, you know, I do like more here, cover this area up. There we go. And I scale myself back down. I go here. And now there's extra clouds, and I go inside, you know, and there's the clouds are leaking inside for some reason. Which I cannot figure out a good reason other than just demonstrating. If I go here, you see this is, look, this is all now cloudy and misty. So brushes are really cool, like, you know, you can actually build entire environments of them, or if you already have an environment, you can decorate it. And all of these brushes, they were made in-game, which means, you know, whatever effect you need, you can, you know, there's a good chance like you can make it with a brush. So they are a really good kind of like, you know, world building tool. I think a better like you know, world building tool than most people even like realize. So I hope this kind of answers the question. I like I've seen entire worlds, you know, built just like, you know, with brushes and procedural materials, and they're very powerful. So if you like, you know, world building, I strongly recommend check out the Resonite Essentials tools brushes, you know, take them apart, you know, make your own, try to build stuff with them. Like, it's a lot of fun. Like, I remember some sessions, like, we would literally just, you know, grab the tube one and just draw tubes around the world, and we just zoom around them. And it was, like, a lot of fun, you know, doing that. So, I'm gonna disable the private UI. There we go. Thank you very much for your question. We're gonna go back, and hopefully the next question doesn't make me get up again. There we go. Actually, I'm happy, like, we're getting a lot of, like, kind of good material that, like, all cut out, like, into individual videos, because the brush system is actually one of the things I really wanted to show sometime, because, I feel it's, like, very powerful, and not, like, you know, not enough people, like, use it.